Guys, welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and we're going to talk about something we all know and hate today, and that's these plastic Allen wrench holders. These two sets, these are the ones that bounce around in my knack box. And over a period of time, all the silk screening gets worn off. I don't even remember the brand of these. I think these were Bondus. And over a period of time, they get loose, they fall out, and you end up with wrenches that look like that in your toolbox. So that's pretty horrible, and they just get worse and worse. They certainly don't get any better. There's a product that came out that finally addresses this problem. This is a problem that's been around forever, and same thing with my metrics. My metrics are totally loose. These are the shop set. These are Eklunds. The silk screening's not worn off. These don't really bounce around anywhere. They just kind of stay in my toolbox, but they are getting loose and they're always getting tangled up. So let's take a look at an alternative. And this comes to us from the people at Fireball Tool. Here's a couple of brand new ones. You cannot buy these by themselves, but I'll tell you where these came from. From our friends out at Fireball Tool, they came up with metrics and Imperials. Okay, so those are pretty neat. Let's take a closer look at them, see what they're all about. First of all, they've got a small neodymium magnet on the bottom, right there. These are all through holes for the Allen wrenches. There's a spring that runs around the perimeter that intersects with each one of these holes and creates a small amount of tension on the wrenches so that you can't lose them. And you would store them like that. So you'd store them like that inside your toolbox, or if you want to put them down on the bench and just put them on the magnet and have kind of a dispenser, you just put them down on the bench. As long as it's a steel top bench, it's going to work fine. So there's your metrics. This is aluminum anodized. It's got engravings for each size, which is nice. You're not going to wear away silk screen. And he even prominently displayed his name there, Fireball Tool. The first time I saw these was at Tom Lipton's shop. Tom Lipton made his own. And when you think about what all is involved in making that, you have to do an array of holes of all different sizes. They all have to intersect with the spring so that the spring puts tension on each individual Allen wrench. And, there's quite a bit of engineering involved there. Plus, you have to outsource a spring. This is just a piece of aluminum, not too hard, but you do have to make sure that spring is going to intersect with each one of those holes slightly. You don't want a bunch of tension on there. There's your 3/8, but I can feel a small amount of spring tension when it goes in. But you don't want a lot. If you got too much, every time you pick up, you're going to pull it up off the table. So that groove has to be very carefully planned, and your holes have to be very carefully planned based on the size. Every single one's different. So that's tough to do. This has been on my build list ever since I saw Mr. Lipton's up at his shop probably 3-4 years ago. I thought it was brilliant, but never did it. So what do you get? Well, for under $50 at Fireball Tool, go check them out. I'll drop a link below. For $50, you get 2 of the holders, plus they give you 2 of the Bondus kits for your U.S. made Allen wrenches. They're all ball drivers. They're the nice ball drivers. You get that, and as soon as you unpackage them, you take them out of the plastic and you put them into the Fireball holders. Wonderful. Now these just go straight to the trash. And these are gonna. It seems silly that you would take them straight to work and in a knack box, bouncing around in a knack box. But these are the biggest problems I have for you construction types, is losing Allen wrenches. They're bouncing around in the trailer, bouncing around in the knack box, and they bounce out of their holders, and you end up with a drawer full of loose Allen wrenches, which is a freaking nightmare. So I'm really looking forward to having these in the work trailer. I know the anodizing is going to get worn away, but thankfully the sizing is up out of harm's way. And it is, like I said, it is engraved in there, so we're not going to have any problems, keeping track of what size is what. Now, this is not a paid endorsement. This is to thank the guys at Fireball Tool, and Jason especially, for donating to the Summer Bash. He is sending a bunch of tools over to the Summer Bash for our raffle. So a lot of you lucky raffle players are going to be able to get your hands on some of the tools. Hopefully he's sending some of the Allen wrenches. I paid for these, but hopefully he's sending some of the Allen wrenches for the raffle, and you guys can get your hands on them because I think they're just wonderful. So, and it's a good value too. And I can scratch another project off my list because it was just an impulse buy. I saw them on Instagram and I went out and bought them. So we're going to be opening up the raffle pretty soon, probably the next 2-3 weeks. But I want to get some of these tools in here, spread them out on the bench, show you what the raffle's all about, and we'll get going on it. But I just wanted to highlight these and show you what they're all about. All right, I've rambled on enough. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.